And yeah, you can tell from the fact that the heat wave is going to be at its highest point today. You still get access to the park over here, but you see they are taking out this. How many? 5? And the truck behind that. This is extraordinary. Barely anyone is leaving their homes at the moment. Not many people are outside. So today it is Friday, July 14th, in which we expect the heat wave to make its peak. Now it is 10:15 a.m. Yesterday we had crews around the Bosphorus in the heat. And due to the heat, I am only going to the fitness center twice this week. And I had already made one appearance on Monday. But for the other one, it'll be either tomorrow or Sunday. And yeah, you can tell from the fact that the heat wave is going to be at its highest point today. It already started getting stacked bite part in this pool. A bit like when you put, let's say you get a jar and you put some crackers in it, things like that. So it has already started to become like that at this point. But you know, to put it into one or two words, wherever that phrase is, it is already coming to that point. You could just say people are invading the pool already. So what is it going to be like on this hot day? We'll see about that. What you got out here? All these bags and this pile of stones. The heck is that about? Like there's a road construction or what? Well, it is very hot today. Today is the day. And all that. It's really weird. Every parking lot that you get all the way down at this point in the neighborhood, there's bags. And look at what is going on over here. We still get access to the park over here, but you see they are taking out this path. They have dug out the soil and they have took all it is out. That's an epic waste over here. Goodness me, like how heavy that thing is, by the way. Like if I would have to challenge myself and hold this up like a wrestler, then holy cow, that would be weird. Hey, it's freaking crazy, dude. All of this, but the door that takes it to the park. Well, I'm just gonna get in there and see how it is. And all these buses are back. It's yet mid-July. Look at that. There's 3 buses all the way here, but even more than that ahead. How many? 5? And the truck behind that. This is extraordinary. I mean, you might get 1 bus around this slot at this time, maybe 2 max, but definitely not more than that at this time of year. You see, in yesterday's video, I was talking about that factor of chaos when something strange on the road leads to any type of chaos after the second time that I got off the boat. So basically, before we came back home, I had a session at 4 p.m. If I wouldn't, then I would definitely have much long of a walk yesterday. So to any kind of factor of chaos, now honestly, this is the time of the 2 years that it strikes me really hard. I do prefer all numbers, but the summer of the all number years is when it tends to strike me really, really hard, and some kind of scenario that would make me change my life in a very difficult way. It happened in 2019, it happened in 2021, and we'll see what happens in the remaining of the summer. Last week on Wednesday, while we were returning from Germany, when we came outside of the apartment, I told the taxi driver, yes, we're taking a taxi. I told him stop 4 times and he still did not know where to stop. The car was still moving. And I went out, slammed the door, and I grabbed 2 pieces of wood, threw one down the stairs, and when I threw it at the door that's at the construction site. And yeah, man, it's just the amount of focus that I have. Today, though, it is quite comfortable and quiet. That's because we are under a heat wave, and barely anyone is leaving their homes at the moment. Not many people are outside, except for people who work in coffee places and restaurants and etc. Very honestly, it's kind of funny with this tree over here. Like, you can see all of these parts look pretty dry and crooked, while this part is very much different. Like, look at it. That's odd. Absolutely. And you might notice what I'm wearing, H4X. It's the first time in over a year that I wore this shirt. And you might notice something like that with this part of the branch. You can see where, and you can see it better at the trees that are partially though, like where some of it is painted in white. Oh, we got even another one here. So you can see all these marks in all these, but only a part of them in this one right here. And again, you can see that a lot better in those trees that are painted in white. All right, now it's starting to get a little bit sizzly outside. I mean, some of the cats are still coming out in this park or out in this neighborhood, just out of their bushes or whatever. So, especially that time that some female cats are giving birth and we're getting new baby cats in the neighborhood. It does happen a lot throughout the summer, but we do actually have plans for the evening despite this temperature, and hope that all goes well. I got you. And you can see that all of these relaxing chairs on the left there, they're still empty. It was all bouncy here around this time yesterday, and today all the seats to the left empty. And there, now it's 7:03, so it is just before the sunset time. What a day this has been. Are you in the car? Yeah, in the car it's still so I'm gonna open this window. Alright, now it's a lot better.
Before this hour on a Friday.
Oh yeah, but you see, like, barely anyone is walking down. I still, like, it's close to the sunset time, and they've had a lot of, yeah, I'm gonna actually close it a little bit because it does generate a lot of wind when the more I open it. Look at these, by the way. Holy cow. One of them is Spider-Man, one of them is Batman, and the other one is like a bulldog or something like that. And that is next to the pet store. Some really cool house furniture there. Some superheroes. And for some reason, I'm really loving this mall, actually. This is now my third entrance here this week, and my fourth in the last 6 days. And I got it. The swimming suit. So, start with summer supplies. And yes, you may have noticed that the new store is about to open. If not, then just to show you. See what this is. So, you can notice the seahorses. So this is a seahorse pattern suit. And but there is one in the pineapple pattern too, but for now one is enough, right? Kind of ideal, actually, very honestly. We get more of this stuff though. And alright, at least the fitness is still open for a day. They're closed at 8. The fitness center closed, the mall closed at 10. And while we were getting this pack of swimsuit, I already saw 2 stores close their door. Those are interesting. You got a puma, you got 2 frogs. You got 2 frogs, you got a lion. Ooh, you got a lion here too. And I think both these guys are pumas, by the way. That was easy, though it has been a hell of a return from the mall. And man, these people outside are damn out of their minds. In the last 2 years, they are wild. They're totally unfocused when they're out. But for me, even today, I have been a bit lazy and lost the focus outside. Normally, I'm that kind of guy that when I go outside, I'm much more motivated. I keep focus and I simply follow the rules. Tomorrow, I am going to bring back that character, so I am going to go back to my typical outside motivations. So yes, we have looked into that store that there's animals. That house furniture store out there's animals made out of wood. Well, except for the frogs though. Like, the frogs are kind of funny, but there's the lion, which, by the way, we have spotted that lion having blue eyes, and that one's made out of wood. And then you got a leopard and a puma, with one of them even looking like he's just standing up and all that. If I'm not wrong, then I think there's also a mouse, which is also made out of wood. Yeah, it's that same store that I was talking about, those superhero heads, where one of them is Spider-Man and the other one is Batman. All right, guys, I gotta get back home. Even though it is already after sunset, the heat still hits. There's bees flying around the trees, and it's just dominating the greens. So I don't want to risk it. Whew, fuck that. It is already friggin' shit, man. That didn't even work. And whew, like a swarm of bees, imagine. So guys, that's gonna be it for today's vlog. It's been all right, I'm gonna say. Great Lord, I finally put my hat back together. Yes, it does have a button on it. Might see the back. So that's just about it. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. I'm really hoping that you enjoyed it despite that heat. But I will see you in the next video, which is tomorrow.